he's a cool guy, and he's been doing rather well in terms of his filmography. But yeah, I think Eric is one of the classic cases of loving the actor, but totally not liking the character.
Yes. And it's happened in many long-running sitcoms or series where they've made a change of character. Even going back to, as we mentioned, Fresh Prince, they changed the mother, Vivian Banks. What did you think of that when they used one season, it was the old Vivian, and the next season they changed it?
Oh my goodness. I even made a video about it where I made a look back on the whole Aunt Viv cast change.
Yeah.
And I can't help but feel sorry for what Janet Hubert was going through at the time. I mean, knowing her side of the story and just all the crap that she had to deal with behind the scenes with her being pregnant around season 3, and then her new contract being, in her words, rather rubbish.
And even the relationship with Will, because Will at this time in the early 90s.
Yeah, Will and Alfonso.
It could be disruptive.
And it got to the point where after she got pregnant, it felt like she couldn't really confide to anybody, not even James Avery or Joseph Marcel or Karen Parsons, let alone Tatiana Ali. It just seemed rather sad hearing all of that come out of Janet Hubert, because as we all saw in Janet Hubert's portrayal of Aunt Viv, she was a strong career woman who could actually stand toe-to-toe with Uncle Phil. She not only stayed strong for him as well as the family, but she was a woman who was more than capable of taking care of herself. And she managed to be the type of mother that not just Black kids wanted and needed and appreciated, but anybody, no matter what race or creed or belief. That's how I saw Janet Hubert's Aunt Viv. And I think Janet Hubert being replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid, I believe this also put the writers in a really tough position. But it was even evident in season 3. Aunt Viv was starting to make less appearances. And I think it's just because the writers did not know what they were going to do next. I mean, obviously, the kids were growing up. We're talking Hilary, Will, Carlton, and Ashley. The kids were obviously growing up. Uncle Phil has a new career as a judge. And not just being a lawyer. And it seemed like with all these new stories coming about, it seems like Aunt Viv was taking a backseat in season 3.
She felt mostly like a side character. It wasn't like the main part of the family. It's just episodes never really centralized around Aunt Viv. You had episodes for Ashley, Hilary, Carlton, Philip, even Jazz had episodes. But
that's what I mean when I say that the kids were growing up. I count Hilary as a kid, despite her being a 20-something, because she herself is in that roof. She is in that roof with her dad and her mom and every adult around her.
So